Imagine the Galaxy Z Flip 7 rolling off the assembly line powered by Samsung's own Exynos chip. Yeah, you heard that right. For years, every flip and fold has been a Snapdragon show. No exceptions. So the rumor that the Z Flip 7 might debut the in-house Exynos 2500 is, frankly, wild. Let's unpack why Samsung might just be about to pop the Snapdragon bubble. First off, why now? Back when Samsung was dreaming big for the Galaxy S25, they planned to rock the Exynos 2500 there, but the Foundry team hit a snag. Chip yields sunk to 20 to 40% when you need around 60% for mass production. So Qualcomm stayed king for the S25. But the Z Flip sells in smaller batches, which makes it the perfect guinea pig for those lower yields. It's like testing a new recipe on your barista's drink of the day before rolling it out menu-wide. Fewer customers, fewer complaints. You might say, but I saw early Z Flip 7 prototypes running Snapdragon chips. True. Samsung wisely tested both. The Snapdragon version ensured their flagship Flip didn't flop in the lab, while the Exynos version let them kick its tires in real-world conditions. Now with enough EX2500 samples passing muster and better yields on the horizon, they're confident enough to push Exynos into production. Why does this matter? A couple of reasons. One, Samsung shakes off some of its Qualcomm dependence, giving it bigger bargaining power. Snapdragon chips have ballooned in price, double-digit hikes anyone. So swapping in more of their own silicon could save Samsung serious cash, or at least help them haggle harder when Qualcomm comes calling. Two, every Exynos-powered Flip is a mini beta test for their future chips. Nail the 3nm EX2500 here, and stepping up to 2nm in next year's S-series or foldables becomes a lot less scary. So what does Exynos 2500 bring to the party? On paper, the same multi-core CPU and Mali GPU, you'd expect to hold your games and multitasking together, but this time built on Samsung's refined 3nm node. Early whispers suggest it's not quite Snapdragon's IPC champ, but it's close enough to keep your TikTok scrolling buttery smooth. Battery life? Samsung claims comparable efficiency, though real-world tests will be the ultimate judge. Thermal throttling has tripped up past Exynos chips. Remember the S22 Ultra heat wave. But with low-volume production and focus optimization for the Z Flip's split layout, Samsung can dial and cool in for this exact design. Now let's address the elephant in the room, quality consistency. Will every Exynos Flip perform on par with Snapdragon versions? That's the gamble. But if Samsung nails performance parity here, they'll have a major win. Not just for foldables, but for every model they choose to equip with their own silicon. Here's where you come in. Are you ready to trust Samsung's homegrown chip in your next foldable? Would you pay a tiny premium if it meant future Galaxy S phones finally swapped to Exynos 2? Or do you want Samsung to stay safe with Snapdragon until the Exynos track record looks crystal clear? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you rooting for Team Exynos or playing it safe with Snapdragon? I'm dying to know. And hey, if you enjoyed this scoop fest, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more leak-driven breakdowns, because in tech, you snooze, you lose. Until next time, stay curious and keep your gadgets charged.